Hey family, how y'all doing? This is AK International, man, coming at y'all with the news, man. Some good news about these politics, man. We're gonna be talking about truth versus lies today. We're gonna see what's going on with the stuff that is misleading, and I don't want nobody to be misled when it comes time to vote because we I want to make sure that all my family vote in their best interest, not on what they heard or what they thought. So I'm trying to really give it to y'all live so y'all could know what's going on. Okay, the first thing that we're gonna start off with this evening is we're gonna talk a little bit about a lie that's been told that was just an unnecessary lie. And when people are telling lies, it's really hard to trust a person that lies to you. We want to have real information. We don't want to hear about lies and things that's made up. Or either they lying or either they got Alzheimer's or something like that. And who we talking about right now is Donald Trump. I want to talk about one unnecessary lie that he told. Man, it's funny. I mean, you can't make this up, man. The man get on stage and say that he was in a helicopter crash with a gentleman named Willie Brown from San Francisco, California. He said that it was devastated. It was everything was going all bad, and they crashed, but everybody was all right. Okay, this was in a helicopter crash now that we talking about. Now we all know if you're in a helicopter crash, I think bad things would happen. I don't, you know what I mean? There's not too many people falling out the sky and living to tell about these type of things, So, I mean, they ended up the press went and got in touch with Willie Brown, and Willie Brown said that no, that didn't happen. He laughed and chuckled about it, and said that, this didn't really happen. So what I'm wondering is, what do you get out of fabricating like this? I don't understand. Why would you just get up here and blatantly tell a lie like this? And this person wants you to go to the ballot box and vote for them. Now, I don't know about you, but people that sit up and fabricate like that unnecessarily, it's not a life or death situation. This is just a story that you want the public to believe. Well, I'm here today to tell you that's not true. It's all been fabrication from Willie Brown. Willie Brown said this didn't happen. It never happened. So I don't know. You take out of that what you need to, but I'm just telling you the truth about it. And anything I say on here on AK International Family, you could go look up. I'm not sitting here making up a whole bunch of stuff like he do. So that's one thing. And I want you guys to remember this when you get ready to go in that ballot box and vote. Vote in your best interest. Please do. And if you okay, make sure that the country is left well off when it comes to your children and grandchildren. Because, we might be all right, but we got children and grandchildren that we have to worry about. So I want you to keep it all in mind when you go in that ballot box. That's what I want you guys to do. And we're going to go to the next thing, which was, I mean, I just don't understand where all this stuff comes from, when with this fabrication. The man said that the Vice President Kamala Harris, all her crowds was AI generated. Now, you got press there. You got all these different people from the press there, MSNBC, ABC, all these people there, they're seeing these crowds. So I don't understand why he would say something like that. I mean, what's the motive behind the fabrication? I don't get it. The fabrication, outright lies. I don't get it. I don't understand why he's doing that. It just don't make no sense to me. What do you think that's going to get you more votes? Or are you trying to get the news cycle to come over to you and listen to you? But, nowadays people are not doing a lot of fact checking, and for me, anything I say over here, you can check it. Check it. It don't take nothing but a few minutes to check anything that I'm talking about. But I want you guys to know that I don't understand how you expect to get voters out of things like this that you're saying that's not true. It just doesn't make any sense. And so that leads me to believe when you're fabricating like this, the stuff that you're saying that you're going to do on the campaign trail, you're not going to do. And really, if you really look at it, he don't never talk about a plan or what his plans are or what he's going to do for the country. But people are hollering about, oh, I'm voting for Trump. I'm voting. I don't understand why. What you voting for him for? Because 50 cents is so? Come on, man. Come on. It doesn't make any sense for people follow your vote for your own best interests. If you're not a billionaire and things of that nature, I don't think it's going to be good for you. So be careful about what you do when you vote. If you're lying about something that simple, then that means you're lying about something serious. And then you got to also look at the Project 25 thing, which I'm going to come back and talk about that a little bit, probably in the next couple of days. So you can really know and see what's in there before you vote, because there's nothing in there that's in your best interest. Believe that. People going to lose millions of jobs behind this Project 25. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. So I just advise y'all to be knowledgeable, do your research before you go cast your vote. Don't let people tell you, not even me, or who to vote for or how to vote. Do your due diligence, research, so you can know, family. I need y'all to know, because I need my family to be all right. And not only that, family, your kids and your grandkids. We need them to be all right. We don't want them to live in a world more messed up than it was when we came up. So do your due diligence, do your research, please, family. Then the next thing that we want to talk about is his VP that's running with him, J.D. Vance. Fabrication that he told. He's talking about normal women, normal people don't care about the abortion thing. You know, that's really crazy and odd to me. That he say that normal women do not care about abortion. I don't know what planet he's on or what world he lives in, but normal women do care about abortion and things like that, especially when you're talking about, it could be from incest, it could be from rape. It don't matter. You got to have this child. How are you going to make a woman have a baby by her rapist or by her daddy? I mean, make that make sense. It doesn't make no sense. You know, that was one of the reasons. That was one of the reasons why Trump stacked the Supreme Court like that, because now they voting within his favor. I mean, I've never seen nobody that's been immune for crime. You could do crime and can't nothing happen to you. I've never seen that. But this is what they told him, that he's immune from crime. I thought they say this is America. They say that everything is equal. How is that equal? When one man, the only man I know, that the Supreme Court, I mean, you can't go no higher than the Supreme Court, to say that he's immune from crime. So what? That leads that man to be able to do whatever that he wants to do. It don't make sense to me. And he's already said he's going to go after his political, the people that was going against him, running against him, all his political enemies. You know what I mean? It just don't make sense. It just don't make no type of sense to me. And then another crazy thing, the other day when they said that his emails was hacked, he had a problem with that. He actually, his campaign was hacked for their emails. And I mean, I can't make this up. This is real. And he got hacked for his emails, and then turned around and said uh, uh, he had a problem with it. But as I recall, if you guys recall, when Hillary was running against him, he was telling Russia and Wikipedia, he was like he loved Wikipedia, and Russia, get all her emails out. Let's bring all her emails out to the public and all that. You know, it was funny then. It was all fun and games then. Y'all remember when they were saying that, lock her up and all this kind of stuff about them emails. Now all of a sudden he's got sensitive about the emails. I mean, you know, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, you know, what's good for the gander is good for the goose. Now your stuff that got hacked, you got a problem with it. But when it was Hillary, it was another problem. I mean, you see, you know, the lies, the double-headed sword. You know, this is good for her, it ain't good for me. I mean, come on, man. If this is somebody, and everything is about him. He's a narcissist with no plans for the country. He loves all the dictators. That's what his plan is, to be a dictator in this country. And with the Supreme Court telling you that he's immune from being convicted of anything or going to court for anything, then it already sounds like a dictatorship. So be careful about what you want and what you ask for and what you vote for, family. You got to really be careful about that. It's a lot going on, but you have to do your research. I'm just telling you true facts of things that's going on. Not to say that you don't know, but for the people that don't, I'm here to bring it to you. I want you to know for a fact. That way you don't have no excuse. And you don't have to believe me. Look it up. Everything that I'm telling you is all organic. So I really want everybody to do their research on everything so they can know what's going on. Please do, family. Please do. And another thing, another lie that was told was when he said that the country we was more independent when he was in office. Okay, he said that everything was more independent, but you know, I looked this stuff up and I see what was said and I compare the two, and from my research, we wasn't more independent when he was in office. When you talk about economics, you know, when economics was when he was in office, economics was 2.6 under him within a year's time. But Biden in his year is 3.5. So how was economics better? I don't understand that. Numbers don't lie. And that's how come I want you guys to do your research, family, so you can know exactly what's going on. Not what I'm saying is going on. This is what's happening. That's another lie, another fabrication. What I say it was 2.6 in a year under him, and then under Biden is 3.5. The economics. And then what you got to realize is when he came in with the economics, Obama had already had all that stuff set in place. So it wasn't nothing because of what he did. I don't know why the Democrats don't just really say the stuff that they do. Just like everybody seems to think on them stimulus checks, they just seem to think that old Trump did that because he put his name on it. And Obama didn't mention what he did. But if you was into politics and if you was into the news, family, and you was really watching what was going on, you would know Obama and Nancy Pelosi and them, they were fighting for them stimulus checks. And Trump wanted to make them short. He didn't want them to be as much money as it was. He didn't have nothing to do with that. All he did was put his name on it when he got in office. Believe me, look it up. You could look up clips with Nancy Pelosi fighting like crazy in order to get them stimulus checks right, and everybody be saying that, oh, when Trump was in office, everybody was eating. It wasn't because of him. When they put these things in place, it just don't happen on that day. It takes time in order for these things to develop to where, okay, now it's in place. You know what I mean, family? It just don't happen. It takes a little time for it to get to where it needs to get. Once the law is passed, it don't just happen that day. So this is something that he didn't do. So and back to what I was saying about the economics, like I say, he was 2.6. Biden is 3.5 within a year. So far as the economics was better, no, they weren't. Economics wasn't better. Economics is better now. And the crazy part about it is because we have wars going on, and things seems to get a little more expensive when you are involved in wars. I mean, all you got to do is look at the history of the country, the Great Depression and stuff like that. It was because of the wars. And we doing better than any country on earth economically. We just used to one thing, but stuff happens. That's just the way it go. And they trying to make it to where we have, I'm gonna use their word, a soft landing, you know, and the landing is coming softly, because I got some other stuff to talk about other than the economics, you know. And then on top of that, when he talked about the energy, saying that we were more, what was the word he used? We were more uh, independent under him with the energy. That's fabrication too. That's a lie too. Look it up. It'll tell you. When he was in office and the energy, with the energy, we spent 10.3 million on oil with him in office. With him in office, we spent 10.3 million on barrels of oil from Venezuelans. And Venezuela's got the worst oil it is. But he said that we were a lot better off. That's other fabrication. So what I want to ask you, family, is how are you gonna vote for people that's blatantly lying, and plus his policies don't match your best interests? This is what this is about. Your best interest, you and your family's best interests. You know, a lot of times we have people in our family. I done said this before. We have people in our family that we don't agree with everything they say or do. You know? So you can do what you want to do, family, because you're grown. But in actuality, it's not really good to look at somebody that, oh, they did this, they did that. You look at two or three things that the vice president did, this young lady did. That lady was doing her job. Her job was to do things. She couldn't be biased with her job. And half of the stuff that people say that she didn't even do. You know, a lot of time, family, people look and hear stuff on Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that, and take it for a pot of gold. But that's not the case. That's not the case. Everything that you see come up and down there is not real. It's not real facts. It's they heard somebody else say something, then they heard somebody else say something, and the lie gets screwed on down the line. It just goes on down the line, on and on and on and on. So, you know, when you look at stuff like that and you see stuff like that on these platforms, I would suggest that you do your due diligence. Look it up for yourself. That way you can come up with a opinion for yourself. And and even the little stuff that they try to say about the vice president, it really doesn't even really matter. I'll take her any day over a liar or a dictator, someone that wants to be a dictator. I would take her any day of the week, because I don't want nobody telling me what to do. Just like I know that a woman don't want folks telling them what to do with their own body. Man, imagine if you was a woman, man. Well, just don't even imagine that. You're a man, and somebody tell you what you can do and what you can't do with your body. I done said this before, but it's just so real that I can't even fathom somebody telling me what I could do, the government telling me what I could do with my body. That's the key word in parentheses, my body. It just don't make no sense. And no matter what happens, you got to go with these rules or go to jail. Come on, man. Make that make sense. I can't make it make sense, man. I know I got off topic there for a minute, but that one right there got to me, man. It really did. But anyway, here's another thing too. Another lie being spewed. He says this is the person that a lot of people are going out here voting for. I've just been sitting over here telling you lie after lie that this man had told that don't even have no policy set up. But Project 25. I need y'all to go take a look at Project 25, family. I need y'all to really go take a look at Project 25 so you can get what I'm saying for your best interest, your kids' best interest, your grandkids' best interest. I need you guys to go take a look at it, man. I don't want y'all to be bamboozled by this. And I really feel as though you guys really need to get out and vote hard, because you don't want this. You don't want that smoke with Project 25, family. I'm just being honest with you. You really don't. But like I said, just another lie being told, and then here go the next one. Here go the next lie, fabrication, whatever you want to call it. Here go the next one he told. He said crime rate was down low when he was in office. He was at his crime rate when he was in office was 30%, and 10% was assaults with assault weapons. 10% of them. And it was up 30% when he was in office with assault weapons. I'm talking about people with assault weapons shooting in crowds and killing people and it just innocent bystanders. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what color, race, creed. It didn't matter. They was just going bananas. And then some was targeted with black folks, the grocery store and Buffalo, killing all them folks. And then it was some more at a parade, a bunch of Caucasian people. I mean, man, it don't matter when these idiots get a gun in their hand and they haven't been vetted right and did good background checks and stuff like that on it. Guess what, man? And then they always, man, family. This is what they always want to do. This is what I don't understand most of all. Every time it's a mass killing, they always say, and most of the time, just to be honest, just being honest, most of the time it'd be European people, and every time, I don't care what it is, if it was the mass killing at the concert in Vegas, if it was Timothy McVeigh back in Oklahoma, it don't matter. The dude in North Carolina that killed all the black folks in the church. It's always some kind of excuse when something is being done. For he got mental problems. It's always he got mental problems. Something wrong with him. Something must have been wrong. He's mentally disturbed. If it was the school in Texas when they killed all them babies and the police waited all that time to go in there, killed all them babies in there. Oh, he had a mental problem. Is always an excuse. They need to mentally pay for the crimes you just committed on innocent people doing nothing. trying to go to school or trying to go to a concert or trying to go to a parade, did they deserve to die because you got mental problems? Some way they should, people should keep that in check. And you should have checked and seen if they had mental problems before you sold them the assault rifle. I'm just saying. So, we don't want to use that for no excuse. But I spoke on the assault weapons when Trump was in office. That's what this came from. Got off topic again because I kind of get emotional about that kind of stuff. I probably shouldn't, but I do. I do have a heart. But yeah, but his crime rate under him was up 30%. And then you go to Biden. The crime rate now is 26%. So how can you say under your presidency that the crime rate was lower? No, the crime rate wasn't lower. The crime rate was higher. So what do we call that over here at AK International, family? We call that a lie. We call that fabrication. So, I'm just saying, I'm sitting here and I'm giving you lie after lie after lie. So how can you believe, even if he did have some kind of plan for real, or even if he lied and said he had some kind of plan, could you even believe it? You had a plane crash with Willie Brown, with Willie Brown, and it was devastating. Come on, man, that's just outlandish, family. So I don't know, I'm bamboozled by it all, and never talk about policies. And then everything he does have racial undertones to it. You call the vice president, she's dumb, she's an idiot, she's this, she's that. She didn't even pass her test to be a lawyer and all kind of stuff. And that was a lie too, because the woman passed the test. So I really don't understand. But it's always racial undertones with him. It's always he talks about black women all the time. All the time, really bad. And even if it was a Hispanic woman or Asian woman, it's always something racist that it seems like he got going on. Me personally, I love everybody. This is America. I live in LA. We multicultural out here. I get along with everybody. But we talking about him. I just wanted to make that plain too. But I'm just saying, how are you gonna even believe and trust in somebody to go in the ballot box and vote for them when they tell simple lies for nothing and never want to discuss nothing about his plan? And then you go get the other running JD Vance that's running with him, and he talks about, they even go so far as say, no, that wasn't him. Let me not say that. But with the cat lady syndrome, like women that got kids don't have kids shouldn't even be able to vote, and women don't got kids that this and that and the third. What is that all about? You say they ain't got no stake in nothing. Just because they don't have kids. Some women can't have kids. Some women don't want kids. Where's all the judgment coming from? Why are these people being so judgmental against other people? It just doesn't make any sense. And it don't matter if you're black, white, green, purple. You know, it don't make sense. These are people. People can make their own choices. You know, and they already showing you that they want the government to be able to make the choices for you just by the stuff that comes out of their mouth. If you listen, man, I can't make this stuff up. You really need to look up some of this stuff that I'm talking about, and you will understand exactly where I'm coming from. I'm just being honest about the situation because I want to know, I want you guys to know what's going on, and I don't want you to get off into something and then later on you be mad and regretting it, family. Be mad and regretting it because now your life done changed and done flipped upside down on you. I don't want that to happen to you, family. So I would really advise you to get out and vote hard. Do the work. Look up stuff. That way you know. Don't let nobody tell you nothing about nothing. You know. So I don't know, man. But that's on the crime rate. And like I say, with Trump it was up 30%. With Biden it's down 26%. Okay, now we're gonna even go even further than that. For the for the American people that was born here, crime rate is the highest with regular U.S. citizens. It's higher, and then when you come to the documented immigrants, they are they lower, and when you come to the undocumented, it's almost close to zero crime. So I don't know about that lie either. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them ain't even the ones committing the crimes. It's the Americans that's committing most of the crimes. They got the highest crime rate. The documented ones come second, and the undocumented ones they next to nothing. So I don't know where that fairy tale comes from. I really don't. I really don't. And then actually too, I need to go back and what I was saying about the independence, about the independence that Trump spent 10.3 million. Uh, Joe Biden only spent 1.7 million. So, you know, for is on oil and all that type of stuff that got to do with the energy. That's all he didn't spend. That's next to zero for real. Because America been producing more and more oil. So, you know, we almost became independent for as pulling away from Venezuela's with doing the deal with the oil, and we basically had to because once you start put sanctions on people, then them the type of things that happen. So I wanted to clear that up and straighten that up, and then we're gonna go to the reproductive rights in the labor unions and the freedom to read what you want to read. Now, I don't know about y'all family, but in my opinion, well, I done talked about the abortion part, so I'm gonna move on to the labor unions. Look, man, I mean, as far as the labor unions, it's good to have labor unions. He don't want it to be no labor unions. He don't want nobody to fight for the people to be able to fight for themselves. I can't make that make no sense. I want to be able to, if I got a job and I'm in a union, then I want to be able to go to my union and complain and fight for my rights and fight for stuff that's going on. Why would somebody not want that? Why would somebody not want that? The only thing that I could grasp out of that is the, you as the government want to be able to tell everybody what to do and what they need to do and what they can do and what they can't do. That's the only thing that I could grab out of that. Why wouldn't you want the people to be able to fight for themselves on their own job? You want people to be able to just get fired, alleviated, and ain't got no rights, no nothing. So labor rights, I'm with that. I agree with that 100%. But Donald Trump don't. Yeah, family. So if you got a job and you're in a union, you know that the union is supposed to be for the people, that helps the people to work for the company, for these big corporations. So therefore, you would want that at your job. It helps you out a lot. So I just wanted to put that out there so you can know that. But he's against that labor union laws. Then I want to go to the right to read without being censored. Come on, family. They want to take out African American studies and all the books, the history, long history of what happened, what this country did, and how they treated the black people. They want to take all that out of the schools because they don't want, you know, their kids to be uncomfortable. And they already took them out of some schools already. So they trying to do this all the way around the country. So that don't make no sense to me either. I'm with African American studies and inside the schools and stuff, and for people to learn their history and learn about what this country did and stuff like that. They need to know that. Now, this is how I look at it. I can even go far as this. Okay, say they took the books out to school, right? And the kids don't learn. And I don't care, white, black, any kids. They don't learn this history. And for one, why are you trying to erase history? That's for one, because evidently you feel guilty about something. And for two, if you take them books out of these schools, these kids get grown and they travel to any country. I don't care what country you go to. They already know what this country done did. These people in these other countries be educated, but the American people try to act like, oh, these people in these other countries don't have education. These people in these other countries are very intelligent, and they know all about what happened in this country. They know the history of this country like I do, and like you do. And if you don't, you should, family. But this is what I'm saying. The kids get older, even your kids, family, they get older, then they go out here and they decide, okay, we getting ready to travel. And they get to travel to places. They may go to Europe, they may go to Africa, they may go to Jamaica, they may go to a lot of these countries. And when you go to these countries, these people can break down the whole history of their country. They really can. They're really smart. They can break down everything that happened. And that's the way that it's supposed to be in these United States. But you go over here and they get to asking you questions about different stuff that happened in your country, which is the United States. But they didn't took the books out of the schools, out the classroom, right? So tell me, how dumb will the Americans look when somebody else asks them about something and they know more about your country than you do because they took the books out? It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. Why would you do that? It's history. You can't change history. What happened, happened. So, I would advise that, that don't be done. And if you let these two up in that office, oh my God, all that stuff is going to change. And people's kids are going to be looking like they're not educated. They're going to be looking dumb and stupid, family. And it don't make no sense. And then another thing too is that us as parents, family, we should be teaching our kids things at home as well, so they could be well rounded, and to where that they could get off into stuff and start wanting to dig and learn more and more themselves. So I would advise that too. But that's another subject. And I want to stay on this here about vote for your best interests. You have to. If we're gonna make it all be what it need to be, vote for your best interest, please, family. Don't listen to what nobody else tell you. Don't listen to what Shirley said or Karen said or Bobby or Paul said. Don't listen to what nobody said. Do your due diligence. Research the information. Please do that. Because I don't, like I say, I don't want you to regret it in the end. Please do your research. Then we're gonna talk about a little bit about Kamala Harris. I already told y'all that she that they Trump said that all the crowds was AI generated. I mean, he just don't know how to take that. He just don't know. He don't understand how she been in the race 2-3 weeks, and she's doing all this she's doing. Only thing that he can say, he don't talk about nothing about no policies and nothing. All he says is she's dumb, she's an idiot, AI generated. All he says is a bunch of dumb stuff, man. I mean, which it doesn't even make any sense to me. But we're gonna go to her. All these battleground states, she done took the lead. She done took the news cycle. She done took the lead, and he's trying to say anything outlandish to get the news cycle back on him. So we're gonna start off with Michigan. She up 2 points in Detroit. Up in Michigan, she's up 2 points. In Arizona, she's up 4 points. In Pennsylvania, she's up 5 points. Wisconsin, she's up 5 points. This was yesterday, so it might have changed today. In North Carolina, she's up 2 points. So, it's a real thing going on, and it's a real thing happening right now. It's a lot of excitement going on. But, I just want my family to know, make sure that you vote for your best interest, and make sure that you get out and vote, because this election, they always say every election, this one is the most important and that one is the most important. But to be honest, this is the most important election I ever seen in my life, because we ain't never had nobody trying to get in office and to be a dictator and don't never want to get out. Because you got to look at what the man said. He said it at one of his rallies. He said, man, look, he said, all you Christians, I need y'all to vote one more time. He said, you'll never have to do it again. This came out of his mouth, family. Look it up. I mean, if that ain't plain enough for you, without just saying I'm gonna be a dictator, I don't know what else to say. He said, all you need to do, all you Christians, get out and vote one more time. You'll never have to do it again. So me, I'm reading through the lines, which I already knew what his plans was, but I didn't think that he would be just blatantly say it like that. You know what I mean? So I want you to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Let that marinate for a while, family. But yeah, but she's doing good and she's ahead and a lot of battleground states and a lot of these states, she's doing very well. And for somebody to just come in and because when Joe Biden was in there, he was down losing everywhere. But she's in there now in less than 2 or 3 weeks. She'd have made the most money ever off of a campaign, off of with all the phone calls and white men for Kamala Harris, black men for Kamala Harris, black women for Kamala Harris. Man, just so many donations, so much money, so many super PAC. Everybody is really jumping on board, and I suggest that you jump on board. And I ain't even saying that, go send her $1 million. No, what I'm saying is go vote. Just because she's ahead don't mean nothing. We done seen this picture before with a candidate being ahead and then end up losing the race because everybody felt like that, oh, they up so far, we ain't even got to go vote. No, go vote. Please go vote. Go vote for her. But yeah, man, I think that'll be a good thing to do for real. And let me see, and inflation down 3% as of yesterday. Inflation is down 3% as of yesterday. So earlier when I was talking about that soft landing, these are the things that I'm talking about, you know. So get out and vote and do your thing, family. Inflation is down 3%. And like I said earlier, it takes time for these things to get in place. But from my source, it says basically the rate is going down. So your interest rate is going down. And the good thing about that, guess what? Now people that wanted to go buy a house, hey, you make it go buy your house now because the interest rate is going down. They say in September, but the interest rate is going down. So a good time to go buy your house, or if you need a new vehicle, you could go do that. I'm talking about for your big ticket purchases that you may feel like that you need to go get some while the rates is down. But inflation went down 3% yesterday. Yesterday, which is a good thing. So I need y'all to really think about that for a minute. And when your interest rates is down, it makes things more affordable. Things more affordable. So now I'm not telling nobody go out and spend your money or do nothing like that. But I'm saying if that was your plan and then things stopped you because things got a little bit out of hand, then I'm just letting you know that interest rates is down 3%. So that's a good thing. So all the other stuff that this guy want to talk about, everything he's saying is being debunked. I want you guys to know that. And then where we're gonna go after that? Inflation down, and then I seen. Let me see when it was yesterday, today. Now something that happened that I've never seen happen before for the vice president. Something really happened that was strange to me. Now they got him out there rallying behind her. She got the evangelicals for Kamala Harris. She got the evangelicals for the Kamala Harris, the Teamsters for Kamala Harris, and the Christians for Kamala Harris. These is all different entities. This out here trying to make things happen for this woman family. They out here trying to make it happen for Kamala Harris. And I've never really seen evangelicals ever do that. So I mean, it's something in the air. It's something that's happening real good, but it's gonna take all of us to make it happen. Because, like she say on the campaign trail, we are underdogs. So but we can't be the underdogs when it comes to getting in that in to go voting. We can't do that. We got to go in there and deep, family, deep. And only reason, man, why I'm saying it is because look, I'm independent, but the thing about it is, I know what my best interest is. And if you ain't no billionaire, then I know what your best interest is. So, I would advise that you get out there and vote and make things happen. Take somebody with you. Take your kids with you. Take your uncle with you. And then not only that, the thing about it is, in this election is just so much different than the other ones, because guess what? 4 years ago, a lot of these people couldn't even vote. A lot of the youngsters couldn't even vote, but they're going to be out there and they're going to be out there voting and trying to make things happen. And the ones that ain't, I think that we need to be in their ear, family, to get them in there voting, because it's a whole new group of voters now. And we need to let them know why. And a lot of times we have to sit down and explain to them what's going on. That way they could understand and see why it's so important. And then not only that, the most scariest part of it all is, if he get in there, that Supreme Court, oh my God, it's gonna be trouble. And I'm talking about, that's a lifetime appointment. When you talk about the Supreme Court, that's until death. So they gonna be there. So he set them people in there, and he get to doing the things that he want to do. It ain't gonna be nothing gonna be able to change it, because he handpicked them. When I say he, I mean Trump. So I want y'all to know that that's one of the most important things in the world. When it comes to the Supreme Court, I don't care, even above the president. When it comes to the Supreme Court, the buck stops there. And if he put all the people in there to think how he think, then our kids and our grandkids, guess what? They're going to live in a whole different world than we did. A whole different world. So I want you to be aware that that's the most important thing of it all, in my mind, family, in my mind. We once that place is stacked. It's already stacked with them, and he puts some more in there. Oh, it's a problem. All you got to do is look at Clarence Thomas and a few other ones in there. Come on, man. They ain't caring nothing about us. And when I say us, I mean folks that's not billionaires. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't want nobody to get no idea on here that, oh, he just talking about black people. No, I'm talking about anybody that ain't a billionaire. This channel is for everybody. I don't care if you're white, Asian, or Persian, Latin. I don't care. If you're not a billionaire, I'm talking to you. I want you to know that, family. Y'all my YouTube family. I love y'all. Yeah, man. And then, like, when I was talking about the abortion thing, look, these places do a lot of things, a lot more things in abortion. And for right now, I'm gonna name a few of them that they do. They do external condoms. They do implants. You know, put the implant in the woman so she can't get pregnant. You know, prevent mode to prevent women from getting pregnant. Uh, uh, Internal condoms to prevent women from getting pregnant. Uh, Injections to prevent women from getting pregnant. The pills to prevent women from getting pregnant, and sterilization. So I'm just saying, it ain't just about, oh, people going in here just to get an abortion. Some women go in there to prevent from getting pregnant. People know if they want to have kids or not. I keep going back to this because this right here is something to me. Everybody got an opinion on what a woman should do with her body. And everybody got an opinion on, oh no, you gotta have this kid. But guess what? Once this kid gets in this world and this woman can't take care of the kid, who cares about that kid? Nobody. Where's everybody at then? Where are they? Where's all these people that cared, that was really in their feelings about, oh no, that's just so wrong. Where are you at? Are you supporting this woman? Are you sending her money to buy Pampers and Similac and all these type of things? Or are you doing that for this woman? So why are you so worried about what she does with her body? I just had to say that. I just had to say that. But family, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. You know, I think I done discussed everything that I really wanted to discuss today. But oh shucks. I'm sorry about that. I done discussed everything that I want to discuss for today. And I'm sorry about what just happened. But I'm gonna wrap this up with this here. Uh, I hope everybody got something out of what I was saying. I really do. I really hope and pray that you got something out of what I was saying. And like I say, you don't have to believe me. Do your research. Relook at the video and do your research on everything that I was talking about, and you'll find it to be true. Because we tell the truth over here. And I really want you guys to know that. Y'all my family. I don't have anything, no misleading or nothing like that. I don't have a dog in this fight, but I do, because when it comes to my kids and my grandkids, that's my biggest concern. So I want you guys to really, think about what I said and really put it to good use. And I'm gonna end on this note. I think probably tomorrow, the next day, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna speak with you guys with a lot of stuff that's probably just in uh, Project 25. I think that's gonna be the next thing I do. I'm not for sure, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I want you guys to like and subscribe and share. It'd be greatly appreciated. I would appreciate that, family. And hey, you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, man. And much love, and God bless everybody. You guys have a good one. All right, much love.